Capricorn, hi. So we're doing a general reading today, and it may not resonate for everyone as it is a general reading for you. It is for Capricorn, but it may not resonate for everyone. If it does for you, I am doing an extended reading, and the information for that is in the box below. Also, I am open for personal readings now, and the information for that is also in the box below. And I'm doing love readings once a week, and I'm doing a soulmate and a prosperity reading once a week. Yeah, so check out my channel. All right, so we're going to start with the Celtic Cross and the Llewellyn deck of cards. And I will be doing clarifiers as we go along in the reading, and I will be bringing in cards from the universe through the wisdom of Avalon. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you today. All right. So I'm looking at the card from the universe, and it's the Ten of Swords. So there's been a lot of disappointment and disillusionment in your life, a lot of, kind of hurt, betrayal by different people, a lot of it by people around you, like even peers. And as I say, I can see you kind of surviving from it. And now we've got the Strength card coming out of it, and we've got the King of Swords moving. So the Strength card coming out of it. So like I said, you did survive it, and I think you figured some stuff out there, and that figuring out is kind of giving you the knowledge and, to be able to handle things as they come up in the future. With the King of Swords showing up here, and the Emperor showing up. So using your wisdom, using your knowledge, and also using your voice in a very clear, concise way to, always try and get to the truth within you, but the truth that's out there as well. So I really see you well armed now for the future. Not afraid of what might show up in the world, because I think you have the tools now to kind of handle it. You've got the Seven of Pentacles showing up in an energy above you, and I see you moving towards what's right for you. Something that you really, really kind of envisioned in your life that you could build for your future, and have already started kind of putting it together. And I see you moving towards it as your future path kind of thing. Then you've got the King of Swords showing up in your immediate past. I'm just drawing cards on that. So kind of like, I feel like you're a lot more equipped to handle the world now, and the things, as I said, I feel like your heart is open again. You're more comfortable in your own emotions. And so your energy is now, you're starting to communicate and put this positivity and this open heart and this kind of your passion back into the world with the Eight of Wands showing up. And it's something that you have been avoiding for a while. You've been procrastinating and kind of hanging on to, because you had this Ten of Swords showing up here that was stopping you from being able to be, kind of comfortable, Cap, in your, your passion and your emotions. But now we've got the Three of Cups showing up here, and the universe. So that cycle, and it looked pretty dark to me. Like, as I say, you did learn a lot and you got a lot out of it, but I still saw you alone here as the Emperor, and kind of very critical, not just on the people around you, but critical on yourself as well. So you kind of contributed in a way to this Ten of Swords by hurting yourself, even though other people were doing it too. So it was kind of a weird, dark energy over you for a while, but I see that passing now, because that cycle's over. This new cycle is beginning. It's very exciting, because you got the Three of Cups here. So re-entering the world and re-entering it in terms of making connections with people on a really deep level too, and kind of going back to or returning to who you were, like I say, as a child even. So, and this is your new path that's opening up for you here. So I'm just going to draw a card on that. Yeah, it's a rebirth for sure for you as this new cycle opens up. And I now see your world opening up in a much bigger way, and drawing in, because the energy you put out around, being kind of open-hearted and, a lot more compassionate with the King of Cups showing up there, and really wanting to be, committed to that again. The Three of Cups is showing up here, so that connection with other people now is going to kind of come to you, because that's what you put out, and the energy is exchanging. And then I see the Ace of Wands showing up here as the new path for you. And this new path is really a lot more, it's a lot deeper inside you. It's more intuitively driven. It's coming more from knowing that this is about you, this is about your future, this is about your dreams, your ideals, and you really want to move forward on that. You've got the Two of Cups showing up, so really, as you move on to this next part of your life, starting to make decisions coming from a heart place, coming from a kind of like a deeper place within you, rather than that, what you were before with the King of Swords and the Emperor. And as I say, it gave you tools, but at the same time it was highly critical and highly, like, I don't even know how to put this. I can feel the energy, and it's kind of like demand, like dictatorship with the King of Swords, like, to yourself, like you were really, it was very harsh for you, coming from others, but coming from you to you. And now, as I say, as you've changed and your choices are coming from a different place for this next part of your life, which is very exciting, because you've been through a lot, and I can see where you're coming out of this feeling rather wounded and rather vulnerable. The vulnerable part's good, and having realized that, you've built a lot, and because you've built and you've grown a lot through this, with the Page of Cups, you're ready to become much more vulnerable again and be comfortable in your own passion. You're a very passionate person, but this kind of got shut down, by the critical, that critical part of you. And you found yourself kind of alone there too, with the Emperor showing up. So it's very exciting to see this opening up now for you, Cap. With the Nine of Swords showing up, a lot of anxiety, because you know that you're going to be moving back into the world, and you're compelled to do it. You're actually, something in you is just going, I'm going to do this. It's intuitively driven, as I said. So it's time for you that, and I think you know that, but it's creating anxiety and fear. But you know what? Intuitively, with the Eight of Swords showing up, you're going to do it anyway. So you are going to start opening up to, emotional connection and passion again. And then with the Nine of Pentacles showing up, you're in a really good position to do this, because it's about, it's about moving into a place where you can feel, how can I say this? Feel successful, feel independent, but not alone. And there's a difference there. So feeling independent, like you've got a lot going on for you, inside you and in your life, and you feel very powerful as a result of that. And you want to take that kind of, and you want to build with it, and you want to build a life that reflects that, a life that you can commit to and you feel really, happy and joyous in. And having fun, because as I saw that with the Three of Cups. The Five of Cups showing up here, so really letting go of the past. You've got the Tower showing up, and then you've got the Two of Pentacles. So recreating that balance in your life, because it looked really off balance here. It looked like there was a lot going on in your life, but I didn't see you there, like in terms of your, your sweet self there, okay, that I see here with the Six of Cups. And now I see that coming back into balance here. And so the Tower is starting to break down some of the barriers and some of the resistance as you start to let go more and more of the things that you were disappointed that somehow this wasn't what you thought it was going to be, this wasn't how you imagined it, this wasn't how you really kind of tried to make it. But it doesn't even fulfill you anyway. What is gone because it wasn't where you were, it wasn't who you were. And that's what the Tower is doing. It's breaking down all those barriers so that you can start to kind of take this defensive armor off and start to get to the heart, your heart, and you know that, and relive that. And the Hermit is, you've had time and you've been alone, as I say, with the Emperor showing up here, to really get to know yourself and really know who you are inside, and start to look at what's important to you and what you know, what you value, and the kind of people you want in your life, the kind of life that you want, etc., etc. And the next step from that was actual movement towards that, towards what you discovered, self-discovery. Page of Pentacles, the opportunities are already starting to, ideas are already starting to present themselves, and it's what you want. You kind of want openings now, and it's just beginning because it's a page, but openings into kind of moving back into abundance and adding to your life. Then you've got the Justice card, so this future that you're moving into is what you kind of asked for, but you had to go through this process, I think, to get to a place where you're now ready, as I said, to use your resources and accumulate all of the things that you really have to begin to build this future life. And that's what I see here with the Justice card. So I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn. I will be doing an extended reading if this resonated for you, to see where and what this kind of new journey, this new part of your life, because you've got the Fool showing up there. So it's the first card of the Major Arcana, which is the beginning of the new journey. So let's see where that goes for you. It sounds really cool. It was a tough time for you to get there, but in the midst of it all, I feel like you really got to center on yourself and get to know kind of who you are. All right, I'm just going to draw a card from the Wisdom of Avalon. We've got the Spider. So this is about creative projects. So I kind of see this whole thing for you as a creative project. I see this life as a creative project for you. And it is probably the best creative project in the world. Okay, I'm going to let that go now, and I may see you in the extended, or else I'll see you next week.